Hi, I'm Dennis Hanwell. I'm the mayor for the city of Medina and the safety director, and I want to welcome you to this program on Serenity Culinary Institute and Restaurant. I'm here with the executive director, John Lieber.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
Yes, sir. For our viewers, we did one show in studio to give a broad overview, and we thought what would be helpful today is to actually visit the Culinary Institute restaurant, talk to some of the staff, see what they actually do here day in and day out, and then we'll have a follow-up third program for next door where they do the recovery services, the counseling, job placement, referral to other services that people may be in need of. So we're thankful and appreciative to come and see the restaurant.
Well, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to come. I know you're busy, yes, and we're very proud of what we have here, so thank you.
Well, and we're proud of what you're doing day in and day out. I know I've met a number of your staff already through the first interview, and today we're going to meet quite a few more, and so many of them are successful graduates of the program, which speaks to the benefit of what's going on here.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's the goal here, right? The goal is to be a vocational training program and a second chance employer. So many of our graduates go on and work at other restaurants. We actually have one of the graduates today just got 2 job offers yesterday, which it was very exciting. It was neat to put him through the process and help him with his resume and do a mock interview and then have him go and then call back with feedback. And today we're going to spend some time with him talking through which job is best for him. Sure. Right? And then many of the staff here you'll see graduate the program and now are in management positions.
Well, that's great. Yeah. And just for the viewers' benefit, so the idea is not to train them and have them continue to work here necessarily. Some may not, but it's to train them to go out in the field and use the skills they've learned here in other vocations.
Yeah, no, that's a really, really great point. Obviously, we're selfish and we have a business to run, and so right, we do like to retain people as we can, yes, as the business needs. But right now we have more students than we can place.
Yes, sir.
Not only that, not everybody who comes here wants to be in the restaurant business. Yes. So while we are training core restaurant and culinary skills, we're also teaching how to be employable, right? And we're adding additional programming. So we just added a garden program. We are adding business classes. We're adding marketing. So we're trying to take and meet people where they are, find what needs they have, and then fulfill those needs so we make them employable really anywhere where they want to go.
Yes, sir. And when you think about a business, a restaurant or for that matter any business, the appearance of it is so critical because right, you want it to be inviting. Yep. So like you just mentioned, I mean the landscape, yep, the accessibility, yep, all of those things, because you want it to be a good environment to where people want to come in and want to come back, right, and bring their friends back. So we really appreciate all that you're doing here, and I'm excited to meet the group.
Yes, let's go on and meet them.
Okay.
Mayor Hanwell, I'll have the honor of introducing Carrie. He's our general manager.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You as well. So if you could tell us, Carrie, about what brought you to the Institute first, and then how you transitioned to now the position of general manager.
Well, tell you what, I had heard about this place, and my background, I had actually graduated from University of Akron as a teacher, yes, so sir. Bachelor's of Social Sciences, 7 through 12. Okay. Now, during that time, after I graduated, finding a full-time teaching job, I subbed a lot, but it was very difficult. And I'd used a lot of the restaurant work, all sorts of different positions in the restaurant and hospitality to actually not only make money, but to continue growing while the teaching wasn't that great. Yes, so I went a little bit further with that, and I ended up going from different restaurants from around here to even moving different areas from Hawaii to New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah, it was very exciting, but I didn't put any roots down. Right. I was definitely a lot of times hanging out with the wrong people and just living kind of fancy-free party lifestyle. And with that, I wanted to get back to teaching. I wanted to get back to where I grew up here in Medina, and I had heard about this program, and I realized not only could I enhance my skills as a server in the hospitality industry, but I could also perhaps get involved with the culinary program. And I knew it would also help with my own manageability of life. Now, with that, I didn't have any huge expectations. I thought I'd just check it out. So I came and joined. What I immersed myself into was this amazing thing that, well, 4 years later, here I am, and I'm happy to say that I'm, get to be a big part of this. Not only do I get to help with the curriculum and be the curriculum director, which was a dream come true to me, because I was like, here is my teaching degree returning to me. Right. And I get to teach with a wonderful staff, a wonderful team daily. And then just recently, after working through different various positions here to help out wherever I could, I was promoted to general manager. So between general manager and curriculum director, I couldn't ask for, anything else. It's an honor to do it every day.
Yes, sir. Well, it's very exciting. And then back to your teaching. So now, not only are you teaching what happens in the restaurant business, how to greet people, how to seat people, how to make them feel comfortable, but also you're making a difference in their lives that's lasting. Those that are in recovery, those that have gone through the process of either ridding themselves of drugs, alcohol, sometimes both, and you're really making a difference in people's lives. And I'm sure that through your time here, you've seen different people that you've touched and moved.
Absolutely. Probably one of the biggest things that I have to say is that this place definitely pulls on those heartstrings, both good and bad. Yes, you see people who aren't ready yet, and you keep that door open, right, hoping that when they are, they will come here or they will find their path. Yes, but on the other part where you said the amount of lives that we've gotten to change and watch them grow into a person with integrity, patience, a person that actually takes joy in life again. And one of the biggest things I think that is through all of the restaurant is the service. And it's always about giving that service, whether you're making the food or you're coming out here and you're actually serving the community. Yes. And that helps those individuals because that's what they want. They want to feel needed. Right. They want to feel like they have a purpose, yes, just as we all do.
Right. So has the public been pretty responsive in coming and eating here?
Absolutely. I would say that as we survive with the rest of the world through the pandemic, yes, as we came out of that and people started feeling safe again, as we John Liebler came on and led us into this great next period of our institution. Yes, sir. And he has actually made it so that we are now connecting with the community. The people are coming out. In fact, we are busier than I would ever have imagined we'd be. Yes. So it gives us great pleasure to take care of the community, and they take care of us right back.
Yes, sir. So to me, that's what's so intriguing about this is you're helping the people that work here, those that are serving others, and yet the community is coming in and you're helping them as well. Plus they're here in actuality supporting the Institute. So everybody wins.
Circle of life.
Yes, sir.
It's everything we try to actually work towards.
Right. So let's talk a little bit more about the restaurant if we could.
Absolutely. Let's go this way. I'd like to introduce you to one of our longest members and teachers here as well, because Rick Sison.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, welcome.
If you could tell us what brought you to the Institute here and some of the things you've been involved in.
So I've actually been here from the beginning. So I've been involved in every aspect of this restaurant.
Yes, sir.
And I've done a lot of different things here. So I mentor. I help keep the service level at a peak performance. So I'm always watching. I'm always making sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Gently, with a gentle hand.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're trying to improve everything here on a daily basis. So we're always evolving. We're always trying to figure out what else, one more thing we can do. There's always one more thing.
Yes, sir.
So that's kind of not our motto, but it's what we live by here.
Right,
You know,
right.
we don't want to give up on anyone.
Sure. So tell me some of the different things that you've done along the way to get to where you are now here.
So I was telling Carrie this morning, early on in the program when we first started, we was, we were always trying to recruit students, trying to find the right people for here.
Okay.
So we would go through the court systems, through Judge Kimbler's drug court, through Collier's drug court. We would just sit in and listen in on and trying to figure out, what could we do for each individual.
Right.
And then I would approach them and ask them if they wanted to be part of something great, something to kind of give back to our general area in particular,
Right.
Medina,
And I'm sure Carrie and I talked about it, but I'm sure with you too, the fact that you've been through the Institute lets you share and be a mentor and relate and kind of help these folks along, right?
Absolutely. I feel like that's my calling.
Yes, sir.
So it takes special people to do this kind of work. I
Right.
consider myself that, trying to be humble, but I feel like this is my calling.
Yes.
I love coming here every day. I get up, I'm happy to come to work here. I'm happy to be dealing with these kind of people in my life because they're just like me.
Right.
We're all the same here. So
Sure.
it's a pleasure and honor for me to do this.
And I think, again, much like Carrie, you've probably been here long enough that you've seen a number of people come through the Institute, be successful, and then end up leaving to get gainful employment elsewhere.
Absolutely. That's one of the greatest feelings that we can experience here is watching a student from day one graduate, be on a peak performance level and leave here and get a great job and start their life. I mean, that's what we're in a business to do here. We're not here to save lives, but we are here to change lives.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Now let me ask you this. Some of those that you've mentored and taken to, or they moved on, do you still have contact with them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. I have to imagine.
Yeah, these kind of friendships, they last for a lifetime.
Right,
So
right.
anytime my phone rings and I see an ex-student, or they're just friends to me. I don't
Yes.
even look at them as students. But
Oh,
after they
understood.
leave here, we can always be friends. And
Right.
if there's anything we can do along the way, we always try to do that to help them.
Yes, sir.
So
And I'm
it's
sure
all-
I'm sure they like to share with you too. Maybe they went to this place and now they got promoted, or they went to this place and now was offered something better here. So again, they're sharing their success with you, which also gives credit to the Institute and everything you're doing here day in and day out, changing lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great feeling.
Yes, sir.
It's what we get up every day and come here for.
Right.
Watching these people change, it is one of the best things I can ever experience.
Yes,
It brings tears to my eyes. I get choked up thinking about it.
I understand. Yeah, when you're making that kind of change in somebody's life. Well, God bless you both. Maybe we should take a look at where it all happens, the magic, huh?
The magic happens back
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So speaking of the magic, this is one of our greatest shows for the guest, and we do this table side. And I want to introduce Mark, one of our new students to the program, as he walks us through this.
Hi folks, my name is Mark. I'm a student at the Serenity Culinary Institute. I'm going to show you how to do a tableside banana foster. We have started doing the tableside banana fosters about 2.5 weeks ago, and it's our first time in about 2.5 years since we've done them. So I'm going to show you.
Well, nice to meet you, Mark. We're excited to see this. And so we are in the dining room, and you literally do this right at the guest's table. Am I understanding that correctly?
That is correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're excited to see it.
All right.
So right now we are melting the butter. This is the first stage in the banana foster process. We're just going to make sure we melt the butter all the way down, and we start adding our ingredients.
Are you allowed to talk about the ingredients, Mark, or is it
Yeah.
a secret recipe?
No, we have brown sugar, cinnamon, and ground clove that
Okay.
we're going to add into the mix.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to stir it around and kind of make a sauce. The sauce is the key to the banana foster. Without a good sauce, it's not good.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to stir it around, kind of make a good sauce. And then we're going to add our bananas in to start caramelizing them.
Okay. And are the customers pretty interested in these?
They're really excited.
I can
about
imagine.
these. When I come up to the table side with the cart, they're like really excited because they know that.
Here it is.
Yeah, they're really excited. So I'm gonna add in our mix.
Yeah. And this is the part where we want to stand back.
Okay.
So what did you add there then? Those two liquids?
It's just some like flame mix that we added.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So you're intentionally trying to catch it on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Once the fire goes out, we cut our heat off, and then we serve it over some vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh boy. Ice cream and bananas.
Yes. We add our bananas in.
No wonder the customers like this.
So good.
It's like heaven.
Yes, they're one of my favorites.
You see that banana and the sauce smell permeates the whole room.
Yes, sir. Which leads to the next table asking for it,
You
right?
know, it's funny you say that because that's exactly what happens.
I could see that happening.
Once you sell one, you sell 100.
Yes. If I was sitting here with my wife and she saw that, I would know what's coming.
And there's your banana Foster.
Well, it's very nice. It's very nice, Mark. Well done.
Great
Thank you
job.
very
Mark.
Well done.
Great
Thank you
job.
very much.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of Mark. Mark is fitting in really well here. He's doing an excellent job. Very proud of him.
Thank you, Rick.
Welcome.
We appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yes, of course. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
It's nice to meet all you folks, and thank you for allowing me to do the tableside demo.
Well,
You have a
you
great
did
day.
it. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So, how about in the kitchen? Can we see what happens in the kitchen?
Absolutely.
Now we come into the kitchen where I will introduce you to our chef, and he will tell you all about all the great things that happen back here and introduce you to his crew. So this is Chef Todd.
Chef Todd, how are you?
Good. Good morning, Mayor.
You and I did the first segment together.
Yes, we did. We're back.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where it happens. All right. Well, I got some nice dishes that we do here at the restaurant. They're staples here. They will never leave the menu. So when the students come through the culinary school, they learn knife skills, equipment, Pido crush ratios 3-to-1, vinaigrette ratios 3-1. I teach Serve Safe here, so each student gets a chance to get their Serve Safe certification and a whole plethora of other cool stuff. I teach them how to break down whole salmon, whole meat, octopus, and a whole lot of other cool stuff. So it's super exciting. We also have our classical sauces that are online here. I want to show what we teach the students, our classical French sauces. This right here is a Bordelaise sauce from Bordelaise, France. This is an Poivre sauce right here. In the Bordelaise, it's shallots and veal demi. In the Poivre, it's green peppercorn and cracked peppercorns, heavy cream, veal demi. And then over here is the fish du jour beurre blanc, which is a key lime beurre blanc right here that I created. We got our classical shrimp sauce, which is phenomenal. Diane sauce over here, which is great. And then we have our salmon sauce right here. And so it's great. So each student that comes through here, I teach them the classical 5 sauces we have on the menu. And then any special that I run, and I run a lot of different specials with a lot of different sauces, the students get to learn. But they'll learn the basic, and then if they want to elevate and learn more, then I teach them how much they want to learn. So it's pretty cool that they learn all this stuff, and they cook the stuff, you know. And so that's what this program is about. It's not about me doing everything. I very rarely cook now. You know, and the students and the team takes care of it.
So if you can talk about the Serve Safe a little bit, some of our viewers may not be familiar with that.
So Serve Safe, so anywhere you go to eat, any speedway, any place that's ready to eat food, you have to have a Serve Safe manager there at all times. They have to know time, temperature, danger zones, pathogens, how to store everything away. When you receive food product in, what's the temperature supposed to be, you know, you can reject it. So it's really intense. And you have to have this knowledge, and I teach that here. So 10 out of the last 12 students have passed the ServSafe. We actually pay for the test too. It's $40 per test, and it carries a lot of weight in the industry too. So if I was going to hire somebody and they had their ServSafe manager certificate and somebody didn't, I'm going to hire the person that has their ServSafe manager certification, because it's super important. The health department comes in here. We've been blessed not to get nobody sick because it's the hard work, paying attention. So that's super, super important. I treat people how I want to be treated, and I teach the students and staff that, to put love into the food and make sure that it's safe, safe to eat. So it's super important.
Well, that's got to be enriching for you. I was talking to the folks out front, and they've seen the successes, and then their people move on. And I have to imagine that, many of the ones you've trained here over your years have now gone on to other places and are doing very well for themselves.
Absolutely. I always tell them, put your recovery first. And if you do that, whatever it is that you choose to do, you're going to be very successful. And they have. And so it's a representation of me when they go somewhere and show them that the skill set that we show them. So it's pretty cool.
And do they contact you, I imagine?
Yeah, alumni do. They come here and want to eat, So pretty soon, later on, maybe at the end of this year, I'm going to start making recordings for our alumni doing classes. So anything new that I do, that they'll be able to see and do a tutorial, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So you're still helping them, even
Absolutely. So even when they graduate, they're a part of us, their family. They can always use our resources. They could come back, and we'll help them in any way that we can. So we develop a curriculum, front of the house, back of the house, and then whatever the student, after they do both curriculums, which one they want to do. Yes, and then there's a further education, for the back of the house and the front of the house. It's Management 101, the next level in the back of the house. It's higher knife skills. It's doing all types of next level stuff, which one that they choose. So, it's really cool and important that they get to do these things, and we actually pay them to teach them, and then they go off and, they're like a sponge here learning, and that's what it takes, to further your career. You gotta learn it, and then if you want to learn more, we're going to show you.
Well, we appreciate everything that you've shown us here. It is really amazing to actually see it happen. Thank you all. Did a great job.
Yes, thank you very much. Kyrie, our sous chef, Muhammad, our graduating student, which he just went yesterday and got him an interview at the Fairlawn Country Club. And the executive chef, I'm glad I mentioned this, is actually coming to speak, and he's actually in recovery. He's got 14 years of recovery. Yeah, it's pretty cool getting chefs in here talking about their experience, because there's a lot of folks in this industry that are clean and sober and very successful. So it's an honor. He's coming tomorrow to speak to the students. And then our graduating students, William over there, he's done a wonderful job. So, here at the Serenity Restaurant Culinary Institute, we're very grateful, and we just keep working hard to make our guests happy and let our guests know who we are. And our mission is bigger than our restaurant. We're help changing people's lives, and that's why we're here.
Hi, I'm William Burris, and I work here at Serenity Restaurant, Culinary Institute program, and I have a lot to share about the program. It's a program for people who have issues with substance abuse, and in my case, I am an alcoholic, and I realized that some years back, was told about it, and I really didn't take heed to it until 2021, August 23rd, I want to say, maybe 24th. And that's basically when I had my spiritual awakening and calling to go to the hospital and get the necessary help to lead me to the point where I'm at right now in my recovery. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made. And moving forward, I had further got some help through a program called CATS out in Wadsworth, where I was a resident there for 2 times at this point. The first time I went, I just did 30 days and thought I had it. Of course I didn't. So I got out of CATS and came to Serenity as a hire, meaning that I thought it was just a job to, fill out an application, get an interview, and to my surprise, it was an institute/help you get sober program. So they started me off as a student, and it was cool because I was serious about my sobriety. Now, to make sense of that, that was back in 2020. So 2 years ago from now. And again, that was the first time, or now that's the first time I've been at Serenity. Came through the program and unfortunately COVID struck. So me being a family man, I couldn't afford no gap in pay or no gap in loss of monies. So I got depressed, and depression is real, and that's a mental thing as well, which also needs to be always aware or some type of awareness towards. And basically that's when I fell off the bandwagon, and I reintroduced myself back to the streets, and with drug selling and just pushing forward, trying to make ends meet, and basically fell back victim to the street. And with that comes partying and all the other things with partying. And again, this one particular night, I had asked one of my family members to take me to the hospital. I just was tired, and they declined. And I, at 2, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, woke up and said, you know what, enough is enough. I drove myself to the hospital. Once I got to the hospital, they admitted me and did all the necessary check-in and said, well, how did you get here? And I told them I drove. And not knowing at that point right there, I could have had possibly been in trouble, I don't know. But my alcohol level was so high that it was unbelievable that I got there in one piece. And from that mark forward led me to September 9th, and that's when I took myself to CATS. And at CATS, we have like, I should say, it's a 3-month program, and in that 3 months, I said, you know what, I'm gonna take this serious. I'm not gonna take 30 days, 60 days and call it quits. I'm gonna do the whole program. I promised myself that, and I did just that. And I learned a lot. I came there humble, and I was willing to be educated, and it led me to the point where Chef Todd, he was coming back and forth to CATS doing demonstrations, talking about his story. And I knew him prior, so it was like almost like, somebody coming from my family to visit me. So I felt very comfortable with that. And I knew at that point, I said, you know what, I'm gonna rededicate myself back to my profession and take it serious this time, And they were waiting for me, and Serenity. They was waiting for me to get done with the program. I got done with the program a little early because of my good statue there. And I came straight here, met with Trish Eddy, met with John Lieber, and those guys were excited and made me excited to be a part of the program again. And at that point, and still now, serious about my recovery, which led me to March 1st, 2022, where I was offered a position to work with Serenity as a line cook, and I accepted. I accepted the offer happily and gratefully, very gratefully. And leads us to the point of today, 9 months clean, every 25th of the month. So come June 25th will be 10 months, and out of 29 years, I can say that my family, myself, 10 months sober is an amazing feeling, alcohol free, and I'm living one of my best lives right now. I lost a lot, and I'm gaining everything back step by step in more abundance than I have ever in the 29 years of all the things that I materialized, that I capitalized in. The things that I have now, I have much more appreciation for, and it's like huge. The blessing is way more in abundance than what I had before. And I'm very grateful, and I want to say all the glory be to God, to where I'm at now, to this program, to the people in the program, the people in the community. It's just a phenomenal program. It's a lot more to it than just what I'm saying. Come and get a part of it if you're looking for sobriety. And I'm one of the candidates that will help you along the way. Currently with the program, we are hosting 2 AA meetings, Wednesday and Thursday, 3 to 4, and I'm running them, chairing the meetings. So like I say, it brought me to the point where I'm back at sober, number one. Number two, I'm way closer with my spirituality realm. And 3, I'm just at a better place in life. Family, financially, if I want to say, mentally. And I thank God and I thank the staff at Serenity for having me and allowing me to regain my civilization, if you would say, and be a great society. We're a great member of society. Right, so my son graduated 2022 May 28th from John Marshall High School in Cleveland, and I was in attendance, and a lot of family came from South and across Cleveland to celebrate in his accomplishments. And that was the first time that my family, in that 29-year stint of me being in this disease of alcoholism, saw me sober, and everybody were just more than ecstatic that to see me sober and having such a great time in the midst of those festivities. And it was just an outstanding day. All my kids, more or less than anything, saw me sober, so that was the most important thing. And again, family members like my mom, my stepfather, my father, it was just an amazing feeling. Sisters and brothers, cousins, uncles. So that's one thing with sobriety that you get back. Though you may think you lost, no, you haven't lost. They were just waiting for you to come back home. And once you have your spiritual awakening and understand whatever you understand behind it, then basically the calling is that we were waiting for you, not anything else. So I'm back, and they see me out back, and it's a great feeling. All right, so here at Serenity, we offer a French cuisine and several different proteins, fish, beef, and poultry, of course. However, what we have in front of us is what you call horseradish crust salmon. We typically cook it to medium. So what we have is a sauce here, a salmon beurre blanc. It's made with heavy cream, lemons, different herbs like tarragon, shallots. And what we do is boil it and cook it, and basically what it does is it emulsifies, and it creates a sauce, a liquid sauce. And what we'll do is garnish it with mixed herbs, put it on a bed of spinach in the center of the plate with the salmon horseradish crust to cook to the actually customer's perfection. And we'll serve it on a round dinner plate and set it in front of them, as you see is in front of me here. So we'll do a different cuisines every season change. We'll do a different different item, like a du jour. So this month we're running a short rib, cab du jour, along with pasta du jour, which is shrimp and lobster meat over fettuccine noodles with an Alfredo sauce. And then we have a host of other different things on the menu, duck breast, airline chicken, a caprese salad, beet salad, nice little desserts, chocolate duo, creme brulee. So we have a host of things that complements the culinary of French cuisine, and great things to offer to the palate. And if you're interested, come check us out here at Serenity, West Liberty Street, and we're here to serve and offer you guys some great eatery from the French cuisine.
My name is Carrie. I'm the sous chef here at Serenity. Started off doing community service here back in 2020. Got in a little bit of trouble after I graduated the Career Center in 2017 for Chef and Restaurant under Chef Tony. Spent a little time, went to Marysville, got out, came here, did my community service, and I was actually getting tested by Chef's brother. His name was Michael, who used to work here, with every dish that went out and every dish that came back. I was working at Arby's at the time, and I actually I don't know why, but I didn't think I would fit in here. But I actually started to like it because it's something that I went to culinary school for. So I stayed here, started joining the program. So joined the program, graduated early, graduated last year of this program. Got hired on to a line cook, then I recently got promoted to sous chef. This is our frog legs. It's seasoned, floured, and deep fried, and the sauce is a garlic butter sauce. It's butter, oil, garlic chips, minced garlic, and parsley.
Hey, I'm Mohammed. I'm a recent graduate of the program. I came across this opportunity a few months back, or more like the fall. Through some struggles in my past, my probation officer recommended that I go and do an attempt to see what's going on with it. I got into it, really enjoyed what I was doing. It gave me a lot of opportunity to grow and expand on what I am more capable of doing. I'm a recent graduate of the program as well. Got a great job at Fairlawn Country Club. It's going well, and yeah, it just goes to show whatever struggles you come from, whatever you have to do with in the past, you can move on, and there is a place in this world for you. Overall, mentally have matured quite a bit with the change, especially with, dealing with sobriety, dealing with real life issues, rather than escaping what's going on. You got to face everything head on, and overcome. Everything is not as important as it seems to be. Life's short. Obviously, you want to enjoy the most out of it you can, but make the best decisions at the same time. So here we have a almond encrusted trout served with haricots verts and mashed potatoes. The sauce you're seeing here is a lemon beurre blanc, very rich, creamy, lemony, and pairs very well with a white flaky fish like trout.
And for the last one over here, I'm just going to show you one salad. We got some other cool salads going on the menu, but this is a very popular salad. It's a red and gold beet salad with a nice Mediterranean mix. And on here, I'm going to put some pickled shallots on here and pickled sweet peppers with some fresh goat cheese and an orange balsamic vinaigrette. So you put a little bit on here, right in the middle, not too much. It takes about 2 weeks really to pickle something, like a really good pickle. I teach the students here that as well. And then now I'm going to put some nice crumbled goat cheese on here. So it's going to be summertime. It's going to be hot. It's not too heavy, and it's a very good salad. It's healthy for you. The beets are healthy for you. So this is just one of the new salads that goes on the menu. I'm doing a caprese salad, which is fresh mozzarella, heirloom tomatoes, fresh basil, and balsamic vinegar. So there's a lot of cool things. This is a big weekend for us and the staff and the students, teaching them all the new dishes. And so it's exciting. The weather's changing. The patio is going to open up. And so we're super excited.
We're very appreciative of Todd sharing this, all the work of his staff in the back of the house. Generally, you don't get to see this in most restaurants. You only see it when it comes out. and you're doing great things here. You guys are doing wonderful things here, and we appreciate you spending a little bit of time. I know you're probably getting ready for the lunch group. We're going to do one more program after this, and that is going to be to talk about the recovery services next door. But we thought it was important after we did the studio talk to come and actually see everything that happens at the restaurant, and I'm equally excited about the recovery program. Anything you'd like to say in closing?
June 16th, I'm going to be live with the Moss Man for 4 minutes on New Day Cleveland, talking about our program and making a dish. So, I'm very grateful and humble, Mayor, for you coming here and doing this. And it means a lot to our students and our staff and our community, so thank you very much.
And I shared with them out front, I'm thankful that the community is coming and welcoming you and supporting you and doing what they're doing. So we'll continue to promote you any way we can.
All right, thank you.
Okay, God bless.